In today's recording, we're going to be looking at headers and how to modify those headers in Word using the Styles menu on the Home Default ribbon. So headers are used for navigation for screen readers. They're used to visually and manually organize data or organize the page structure. Headers are usually presented as larger and more distinct than their surrounding paragraph text. Screen readers can use the headings to skip blocks of text that aren't necessarily the information they are looking for at that time. So to do this, as an example, we're going to go ahead and open this Word document, and we're just going to make up some stuff here. The title of this is going to be Ireland versus Canada. We're going to go ahead and highlight that. And again, I said this was the title, so we're going to look in this Styles menu, and I just pressed this arrow or this caret with the line above it so I could see all the styles. And in here we have one that's called title. So we're going to go ahead and select that. We're going to enter down, and the first header, we are going to call it Book 1. Again, we're just going to highlight that, and we are then going to select this heading 1. Okay. And I did open the navigation pane. That can be done under Review, Navigation pane. After we insert the header 1, we're going to go ahead and enter again, and we're going to type a header that says Part 1. So now we have Book 1, Part 1 of Book 1. Well, if you remember, we used header 1 on this Book 1, so we're going to go ahead and use header 2 on this Part 1. From there, we're going to hit enter again, and Part 1 is going to be about Ireland. Again, highlight that. So we have heading 1, heading 2, you guessed it, heading 3 is going to be next. And then from after the Ireland, we're just going to have some fun facts about Ireland. And we're just going to leave that as paragraph text, because that's where all of our information would live. It would not actually need a heading. That is, again, just paragraph text, so you don't need to apply any styles to it. But now we're going to go ahead and go on to Book 2, which is going to be about Canada. So again, we're going to just highlight that Book 2. And you say, oh, Melissa, man, I can't remember what heading I'm supposed to use. Well, that's okay. You just click on this Book 1, and you open your Styles menu, and it will put a gray box around the heading that you used for that. You say, oh, Melissa, I'm not sure which header I'm supposed to be using. Well, that's okay. You don't have to remember. All you need to do is click on this Book 1, open your Styles, and there will be a gray box around the heading that you used to denote Book 1. So we can see here that we used heading 1. So I'm going to go back down, highlight Book 2, go back to my Styles, and click heading 1. Again, we're just going to go back through this. Part 2 is going to be your header 2, so we're just going to highlight that, click on heading 2, and then we're going to use Canada as our heading number 3, and then we're going to add fun facts about Canada, and again, we'll just leave that as paragraph text. So what you will notice in your document is that next to every place that you have a header, you're going to have this little arrow or this little filled in triangle. Those are actually clickable. So if you click on these, you can see that it will collapse it to your top level header. You can open that, and you can collapse this heading number 2. Again, you can open that heading level 2, and you can actually collapse Ireland. And if we look in the navigation pane, we can see that under Book 1 lives Part 1, and under Part 1 lives Ireland. Again, under Book 2 lives Part 2, and under Part 2 lives Canada. So this allows screen readers the ability to tab through and not have to listen to all of Book 1, Part 1, Ireland, and the fun facts about Ireland. If they're really just trying to hear the fun facts about Canada, they have the option to tab through and just listen to the parts about Canada. That is the importance of headers and screen readers. Now, I don't think we talked about modifying the headers. So you say to me, Melissa, man, I really hate that font on header 1. Well, that's okay. You don't have to like the way it looks. We can always change it. So you just click in, where you have that Book 1. You click down on the styles. You find your heading 1 and you right click. You will see an option that says modify. And from here, you can modify your formatting. It will let you modify the font choice. So we're going to change that to Acrobat. It lets you change the size of the font. You say, Melissa, it's not big enough. We want bigger. So, okay, we'll go bigger. We'll go to 20. You can bold it, italicize it, underline it. You can change the color of it. I'm going to keep it on black. From this menu, you do have the option to only change that formatting in this document, or you can click this radio button to have all new documents from here forward to have the headers look like you're making them look right now. I'm going to go ahead and keep only in this document. That is a personal choice. I prefer to set that up every time I go in. And I'm just going to hit OK. And you'll see that not only did this one change, but this one did too. Everything that's going to be marked with an H1 is going to be changed when you modify it. The same thing with heading 2. If we go in here and we change this heading 2 and we make this red text green text instead, and you hit OK, you'll see everything changed. Everything that was marked as heading 2 changed to green text. And that is how you use headers. That is how you modify headers while in a Word document.